And now to the son of basketball superstar LeBron James, recovering this morning after suffering cardiac arrest during basketball practice. He is just 18 years old. Mola Lengi is in Los Angeles with the latest on Bronny's condition. Good morning, Mola.
Well, good morning, Robin. Bronny in stable condition this morning after collapsing during a workout here at USC's basketball facility earlier this week. Doctors say it was the quick-acting medical staff here at USC that very likely saved Bronny's life.
This morning, LeBron James's 18-year-old son, Bronny James, is recovering after going into cardiac arrest Monday. Bronny, an incoming freshman on the University of Southern California men's basketball team, collapsing just before 9:30 a.m. during practice at the Trojans' Los Angeles facility.
Rescue unconscious, 3400 South Figueroa across the Jefferson, Channel 4 response.
USC medical staff jumping into action, performing CPR on Bronny before he was rushed to the hospital.
It truly matters, especially in those first 30 seconds. CPR and calling 911, and if there's a defibrillator, getting the defibrillator out, and if it says shock, shock.
The LA Times reporting Bronny James lost consciousness and was taken code 3 lights and sirens to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center by ambulance. The James family telling ABC News Bronny is out of the ICU and recovering. A spokesperson releasing a statement saying LeBron and Savannah wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes. Bronny's younger brother, Bryce, sharing this photo on Instagram with a heart. Experts say although cardiac arrest is rare in young people, it can happen suddenly with little to no warning.
This, unfortunately, can happen. It can happen in high school athletes. It can actually happen even way before that. Typically, if it's occurring in peak exercise, that is a very concerning feature for loss of consciousness.
According to the American Heart Association, if performed immediately, CPR can double or even triple the chance of surviving cardiac arrest outside of a hospital. Damar Hamlin, the Buffalo Bills safety who suffered cardiac arrest mid-game last year, sending Bronny his well wishes, tweeting, "Prayers to Bronny and the James family as well. Here for you guys just like you have been for me my entire process." Bronny, a highly recruited McDonald's high school All-American, ultimately choosing his hometown USC Trojans for college, playing in the same city as his dad, the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He talked about his dad at the Nike Hoop Summit in April.
He's just proud of my dad, give me good words, give me good encouragement, and just play my game and be myself out here.
In February, LeBron told our Michael Strahan how he planned to stay in the NBA long enough to hopefully play with his son one day.
You say you're looking forward to sharing the NBA court with Bronny. Yeah. So that means you're going to stick around for a few more years, right?
Yeah, I'll be around.
The James family attending the ESPYs together just 2 weeks ago, where LeBron called his children his greatest blessing.
I'm so proud of these two men standing right behind me tonight. See, they're on their own basketball journey, and no matter how far they choose to go, they're not cheating this game, and that inspires me.
The medical team that treated Bronny all too familiar with what to do. They actually treated Bronny's Trojan teammate, Vince Iwuchukwu, just last summer for cardiac arrest. Iwuchukwu was able to eventually rejoin the team and back on the hardwood just 6 months later, Robin.
Hopefully the same will be the case with Bronny. All right, Mola, thank you. And joining us now, ABC News medical contributor Dr. Darian Sutton. And we know that you're also an emergency room doctor. So walk us through what happens when someone comes into the ER suffering cardiac arrest.
Well, good morning, Robin. So just to give you a typical understanding of what this is like, so when you receive that phone call from the paramedic that you have a patient coming in with a cardiac arrest, that's when we start our immediate action plan. There's collaboration between myself, the emergency nurses, technicians, respiratory therapists, and even our clerical staff are on standby to communicate our needs to the hospital. Now, when that patient arrives, all non-essential activity in the emergency room halts, and we all hands on deck. We continue the most important intervention, which are good quality chest compressions, a part of CPR. And if it hasn't already been done so, I apply a breathing tube to assure an airway and respiration and ventilation, and needed medications, and if needed, electrical shock. And the entire goal of this is to get that heart rhythm back. And when that does come back, if and when it does, we do our utmost best to stabilize and support that patient in any way that they need, while working up exactly what was the cause of their cardiac arrest, and then getting them him to the ICU.
The teamwork that we see in the ER is just absolutely remarkable. Dr. Sutton, how often do you see an 18-year-old like Bronny with cardiac arrest?
Well, Robin, it's relatively rare. The statistics, it states that this only happens in 1 in every 50,000 to 100,000 cases. But we do see this in athletes because, as you know, being an athlete, you're pushing yourself to the physiologic limit. And there are some that may have underlying heart conditions that they may not be aware of up until they have their emergency.
And he was out of ICU rather quickly. That's a good sign, isn't it, Dr. Sutton?
It's a wonderful sign. A short stay in the ICU is the best indicator, but the best prognostic indicator is the quick intervention of the bystanders and the medical staff around young James. The fact that they were able to get their hands on him and start compressions are likely the reason why he had such a short stay in the ICU.
And that is why the James family was praising them and thanking them, as we thank you. Okay,
Absolutely.
Dr. Sutton. All right, take care. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.